What's up? This is your host Non-Fungible TC, Non-Fungible today and Non-Fungible tomorrow. And today will be a quick stream. And according to the title, yes, on Tesla's Q2 earnings report, Tesla said that they sold 75% of their Bitcoin holdings for 936 million. So when they sell the Bitcoin, they were selling for around an average price of 29,000 if I remember correctly, which I'll cover shortly, right? But let us look at the traditional market, okay? Market in general, and also the reason why the crypto market is all red, right, is probably because of that Tesla news. The market is shaking. Remember last year we had the bull rally and then Elon Musk started, saying Dogecoin and stuff like that, dump the Bitcoin price. History is repeating itself, right? And I'm going to talk to you about once when Tesla sold, what happened, right? So what happened is that I did talk about Tesla earnings report would be important. They reported a subsequent decline in quarterly profit, but still exceeded expectations, right? Despite supply chain challenge, United Airlines reported their first quarterly profit without the aid of the government, and but fell short of earning expectations. So in general, the traditional market is kind of down. You look at the headlines, the U.S. home prices hit a record high of 416,000 as sales continue to slide. EU told member nations to cut gas usage by 15% amid threats made by Putin. So definitely this is important as well. And, in general right now, right, if we look at the market, 5 things to know this morning. Things aren't really looking that bullish, right? 5 things to know before the stock market opens in the US in like an hour-ish, okay? Stock is mixed. Yep, Tesla's margins are squeezed. They sold the Bitcoin because they were talking about the COVID restrictions in China and therefore they needed liquidity, right? So big businesses, they protect their profit margins, right? There's no idea of diamond hand or whatever. It is always about the profit for businesses. You have your stockholders, your shareholders to report to. So that's why they decide to paper hand their crypto. But if you look at Microsoft as well, Microsoft slows hiring, gas price peak, right? So in general, right, things seem quite pessimistic, okay? Things seem quite, it seems like we have a breaking news. European Central Bank raises rates by 50 basis point, the first hike in 11 years, okay? So another interest rate hike, now this time is by the EU. This is by the Europe. Let us have a quick look at the crypto market right now. Usually the market will react greatly to news like that. Let us see right now, okay? So without further ado, let's see. Ouch. Look at this. The market isn't looking good. Candle chart, 1 minute, right? Oh, okay. So I think we kind of responded to that, right? The market kind of responded to that in, the crypto sense, right? This is the 1 minute chart. It seems like there was a rebound, okay? So I'm not sure if people are receiving this idea or what, but updated 5 minutes ago, right? So we should be able to see, the crypto market reacting to this. So there was a huge spike, right? So let's look at this news article, right? The ECB has previously signaled that it will increase rates in July and September, okay? And now they had decided to raise up by 50 basis points. So we'll have to see whether this is a big thing for investors. But in general today, Europe market were kind of uncertain, right? Asian market was kind of uncertain as well. And also, pre-US market right now, besides NASDAQ, S&P is slipping down. So we have to be careful if you're trading crypto. So yeah, that's a traditional news. Crypto news, yes, we were rallying, but now we are having a sort of a slight retracement. Now the market cap is still at 1 trillion, but it's now 1.02 trillion rather than 1.06 that we saw, I think, yesterday. At the same time, stable coins also at the top. If we look at stable coins, look at stable coins. The volume in stable is 32.34 billion, which is 91.69% of the total crypto market volume. Okay. So let us look at the crypto news, right? I was talking about Tesla, right? Tesla sold off 75% of its Bitcoin, but Elon Musk said we had not sold any of the Dogecoin, right? So the reason why they decided to sell is that they were saying that so they still have 25% of the Bitcoin, right? So they still own Bitcoin. But when they started selling the Bitcoin, people were saying that they were selling at an average of 29,000, okay? So when you look at this chart, I wanted to share this chart with you. They were kind of selling somewhere around 29,000, right? So if we really look at it, right, it was back in June, okay? I think they were selling the Bitcoin somewhere around here. And you see this huge candle, right? Because they were selling it, it caused a cascading effect. And this is the reason why back then we kind of see the 800 Ethereum, right? Remember the time we were 3-digit ETH? It seems like it was actually created by Tesla selling Bitcoin, right? Because even earlier before that, it was the actual lunar crash, and then now we have the Tesla selling, right? So this is actually Tesla selling. When it breaks a certain points, in time, once it breaks certain support level, the market dumps really quickly. So that's why people are very bullish, because there isn't a lot of resistance. People say because it went down quick, so there isn't a lot of resistance. So people are bullish that in September or whatever, when we have merged, we could go up really quickly at the same time. But in general, the market seems pessimistic, so you gotta be careful, right? The market could turn one day really positive, next day, wow, Lido protocol, double-digit losses, right? If we look at on-chain data is pretty much the same, right? But one thing we gotta know is that the whole market is being dictated by the equities market and the whole macros, right? Stablecoins increase, it basically means that people have moved to stables, right? So another news, South Korea postpones 20% tax on crypto gains to 2025. So which is good because the new president is kind of pro crypto, right? So they have reportedly postponed this crypto gain tax by 2 years. Okay, so if they were to pass this, right? Remember when India decided to pass the tax, it did kind of take a toll on the market as well for a short period of time. And if this really happens in 2025, maybe by then we'll have to see. But it might mean that people are still continue trading it because the tax may be probably lower, right? I'm not sure if they have a current crypto tax right now. Okay, so market cap right now, we were rallying in the last few days, but then now we're going slightly sideways. So we haven't dumped yet, right? So next news, which is NFT news. So moving on. So Ethereum NFT loses 150,000 on a meme gone wrong. For those of you who have been following the news, Franklin basically lost like around 100 ETH, because he was playing around with a meme. And I do have something to say about this. So I feel the disappointment from Franklin. So basically what happened is that he wanted to let people know that a lot of these bots are creating fake listings, right? So he was saying that a lot of these ENS, basically someone buys an ENS, they do like an offer, and then they give a very high offer, right? And then other people see it, they would buy that ENS, and then that offer will be taken away, and that other person will be back holding. So he was trying to prove a point. So what he did is that he made a NFT, right? I mean, he made an ENS, which is called Stop Creating like something big, right? It's basically called like Stop. So basically, here's the tweet, right? So the ENS was actually called, let's see. He didn't get botted. So here it is. So his ENS is actually called Stop Doing Fake Bits. It's honestly lame. My guy, .eth, right? So what happened was that he made an account, he bought this ENS, and then he used his main account to do a bid for 100 ETH, right? But what happened is that in this account, one day, he received a 1 point something ETH offer. So what he did is that he accepted that offer, right? He accepted that 1.891 ETH offer, okay? And then he accepted, right? But then he was so happy about it, he posted on Twitter. He went to Twitter, right? And then there was this 15 minutes gap because what happened was that during this 15-minute gap, the person who bought this ENS sold this ENS back to Franklin because his fake bid of 100 ETH was still there. So that guy basically made 100 ETH minus 1.891 ETH, right? So that's why Franklin lost around 100 ETH. At the same time, he gave like 1.891 ETH back to that guy, hoping to get back, a 90 something ETH. But that guy already said he's not gonna give it back, right? So I saw this, and I happened to recently have a chance to interview him on this Monday, and I'm actually gonna premiere this video on Saturday. But from my brief encounter, like he's a very genuine, nice, and smart person. And also like he's a very nice person, right? He owns 50 plus apes, but he's willing to share his experience in the space, willing to help other people. And the reason why I came up with this thread is that I see people joking on it, and he's a good sport, so he's cool with that. But of course, there must be some pain losing like 90 something ETH, 100 ETH, right? But at the same time, I see personal attack, which prompted me to share this, right? Because from what I read on his thread, he basically wanted to educate people about the fake bit, right? but accidentally taste the medicine that he wanted to prove. And in my video interview, but basically what he said is that he wanted to educate people in the space. He wanted to share his, NFT flipping journey, right? So that people would be interested in the space. And this is really shown by what he has been doing, right? He was helping someone called Beetle to crawl for stolen listings to do a dual analytics dashboard. And at the same time, he was posting his daily wins to share his joy in flipping in the NFT space. And remember, like a week or two ago, he got hacked on Twitter, but he even refunded people who got the assets stolen, right? So, like, he's a really genuine and nice guy. But seeing how this skit has gone on, I thought that I have to speak up. I wanted to say that if Franklin is watching, or if Franklin sees this message, don't give up being Franklin, right? Keep sharing your joys and stuff like that in the space. And I'm sorry to see that you lost 100 ETH. But tomorrow is a new day. I hope he wakes up. It's a new day, new fresh start. He continues being himself, sharing his flips and stuff like that. So my interview with him will premiere this Saturday at July 23rd. Okay. At the same time, he was so nice to allow me to exhibit his 30 plus bored apes into my Decentraland gallery, right? Which is probably the first exhibition with the most bored apes in Decentraland with one owner. So I just want to share my experience and my views towards him. I just feel sorry to see that this skit has gone wrong. But if you are one of those people who are attacking him personally, please don't do that. He's a really nice guy, really genuine guy. Really has really just a really nice person, right? So anyways, next NFT news, Final Fantasy NFTs are coming to Polkadot in Square Enix, Enjin Alliance, right? So basically, in Enjin's Polkadot-based Infinity platform, will power the NFT collectibles and more for the Smash role-playing video game franchise. So this is important, guys. So basically, this will be backed by physical trading cards, I think. It will be paired by physical playing cards and also toys released in 2023. So yesterday, the Nickelodeon, right? Hey Arnold thing, like the cartoon came out. People had a flip. Franklin did a flip as well. Nostalgia, right? Is an important thing. It's a powerful thing in the space, right? Final Fantasy definitely had that nostalgia, experience. So it is interesting to see them, launching with Enjin for the Polkadot platform in the blockchain. Okay. So next news. So what happened was that Minecraft recently came up with this article. Okay, it came up yesterday. He said Minecraft and NFTs. So what they're saying is that in the future, according to the usage guideline, right? Their views is that integration of NFTs with Minecraft are generally not something we would support or allow, right? So they talk about the policy about NFTs and Minecraft, and that this is, blockchain technologies are not permitted to be integrated inside a Minecraft client and server applications, nor may they be utilized to create NFT associated with any in-game content, including world skin, persona items, and other mods. So what happened was that basically there was a huge project that rallied a bit back then called NFT World. So what they did is that NFT World is that each NFT is like a server that runs a Minecraft server, and then you can build inside that. And what happened was that because this news came up, look at this, the floor price of NFT World went from 3.4 ETH. Okay, so NFT World was actually a project that if you look at 180 days, right? It was a project that had like a 10 ETH floor at one point of time, right? At its very height, right? It had a low of 15 ETH per NFT. So it was, it was a very popular project. People pay a lot of money for this, right? But now, if you look at today, because Minecraft no longer will support this, the price basically dumped from around 3 ETH, boom, all the way, look at the low, to 0.64 ETH. So it really shows you, projects in the space, could be very risky, right? Especially when it relies on certain infrastructure that does not support NFTs and also support blockchain, right? So that's it for today's news. Short video today, but thank you for watching. This is your host Non-Fungible TC signing.